Hello, this is Dan Mullenkamp from Preferred Insurance Center and Preferred Marketing Strategies. And today we're going to talk about why you need a digital presence. Uh, right there pretty much says it all. Yellow Pages went bankrupt last year. Now they're still around. It was a reorganization of Yellow Pages, but company went bankrupt. Nobody uses Yellow Pages anymore. I shouldn't say nobody, but that's an exaggeration. I personally have not looked in the Yellow Pages for anything in at least 2 years. My kids have no idea what that book's for. And I don't know if I have an up-to-date one in my house. I don't have one on my desk at all. Okay? If you don't have a digital presence, if you're depending on people looking in a book, they're not going to find you. People grab their cell phones and they punch in a search on Google. Now let me show you how this works, okay? First of all, Google knows where you're at based on your IP address. If you're using a cell phone, they know exactly where you're at. So let's say I am in Coldwater, Ohio right now, and I type in restaurants. Now, restaurants are a popular thing to type in, and it brings up this neat search bar here. Now, it doesn't do this for every industry, but for restaurants it does, and it lists maps, and people who have a Google Plus page, it shows a few more things about them, and it shows some star ratings. I think you have to have 5 reviews to get a star rating. So, but I think they're in distance from my house the way it looks for me. For me, I'd say that's accurate. But anyways, now if you look down here, what you're going to find interesting, if you're from Mercer County, Ohio, you're going to notice there's some restaurants that aren't on here. It's because they don't have a digital presence, okay? And they're not going to be found. And every industry is going to have that same problem. If you don't have a website and you don't have a Google Plus page, you're not going to be on here. You might be on here without a website if you have a Google Plus page that you've actually done something with, or that you've claimed or verified, I think is the word they use. But this is where it's at. This is how people are going to find you in the future. Now let's do something a little different. I'm going to pick on my own industry here, and I'm going to say I'm going to look up auto insurance just to show you how it works. Okay, the top few entries here are ads. All right, those are advertisements, those people paid to be there. Then there's usually a couple in here that rank high because, well, honestly, they've got millions of dollars to spend on ranking high. Okay, and then there's this section here, and this is the local that it found, and it matches a map up here in the upper right hand corner. So this is where, again, it's based on my location, and this is where people are going to find you, and this is what shows up on a cell phone right away, and it's very important. Okay, what is also interesting, if we look a little bit further here, is below that, it starts to rank them based on what they think are the interesting websites. And I'm going to brag a little bit here. Preferred Insurance Center comes up real high, and not just because when you get past these local entries, now it's starting to look nationwide, actually, certainly statewide. And we show up there. We show up there twice, okay? And that's because I've got a great writer, Matt House, writes. He probably has 300 articles on our website. We have what's called a blog, and this will be another video. But a blog is a type of website where people can make entries fairly easily if they want to, or they can make them quite elaborate, and it brings fresh content to your web page all the time if you do it. And that's really what Google's looking for, and that's why we're ranking up there for them. So that's why you need a digital presence. Thank you very much. This is Dan Mullenkamp from Preferred Insurance Center and Preferred Marketing Strategies, and I look forward to talking to you again very, very soon.